Hello everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Mr. Green Hands. I know I haven't given you guys an update throughout the whole of June. We are coming towards the end of June. I'm going to show you just a quick update of what's happening in my garden and show you how my garden is looking. Let me take you there right now. So right now, these are some kale that I've transplanted. They are quite small, but they're doing quite well. I've got a scarlet kale, a blue Scotch curl kale, and I had another one here, but it decided to leave me, so I'm gonna have to do another sowing. Looking absolute gorgeous right here. This is where I put some beetroot, some mixed colored beetroot, so all of those are very different colors in here. So this is one section that's doing well. I've got some radishes sowed with some carrots, because obviously the radish is going to be here first and then I can harvest my carrots later. In here I've got a couple of tomato plants which are not doing so fantastic, but I stuck them in anyway because I'm going to try and see if I get a few other things growing in this section, in this bit here, closer to the marigold, which is right there, trying to bring all them pollinators in. I've got a nasturtium right at the back here. I know there's a box here. I don't know exactly what I'm going to put in there yet, but I definitely will have something in there climbing up on this hopefully soon. I've got some squashes or pumpkins. I'm not gonna lie guys, I don't know what variety of pumpkins I planted this year. These are some pumpkins that I had at home, and I buried them in the boxes to kind of like help feed the ground, and they decide to sprout up. And I decided, you know what, since they're here, let me transplant them out, and they are starting to run. They're starting to make their way. And in this section, obviously, we know you got the three sisters. I got your beans there, I got your corn, and obviously your squash of any variety, and they're coming in nicely. I know I need to do a little bit of a weed in, but I left this section here at the back here. This is a nettles, stinging nettles, and they are bringing in some pollinators, as you can see right there. There's one right there now, just feeding himself up with all that nectar and transfer that over to somewhere else. Moving along, this is my onion section. I have harvested the garlic from it, and I plan to stick some other things in between the gaps that you see here. Literally this year I've had a lot of hell battling foxes. Look at the dents. The foxes have literally come through here, scratching everything out, digging up as much as they can, and giving me the biggest headache possible. If anybody knows anything in the comment section, please let me know what I can do to kind of like prevent them, or what can I do to prevent myself from going to prison from killing foxes. Okay, we don't really want to do that. It's illegal, so we stick to the normal pathway. In this box here, I got some onions going around the side. I got a beautiful nasturtium that's there, which is actually edible. Got some onions there, marigold, and the foxes have damaged, broke the one of a few giant sunflower that I have. It's gone. I actually have my beans there. They actually, I think they're coming. These are the sweet snap peas. They're pretty much looking like they're finished. And I put a cucumber here, which is stem. You can see the stem. The stem is still there. His stem is there, but everything else is missing. It's gone. And if it's yeah, it's a fight, which I'm gonna try to find a way to get rid of them permanently. Would be nice, but at least some way I can reduce them. This is my very own. I've never grown these before. These are black radishes, but because we've been having such hot, very hot temperatures in the UK, they started to volt and they've gone to seed. Let me just pop one up so you guys can see. And in between it, I got some carrots in there. So these would have been some lovely black radish. Look how black that is. And they started to go to flower and volted. So I'm gonna have to remove those and have something else planted in here. But because I'm having such a hard time with Mr. Foxy Oxy, I'm not sure what I'm gonna put here, but I need to put something here that can handle Foxy Oxy. And these are some more beetroots in there. In this section here, I don't know if you guys can see a couple of them coming up now. I got some more carrots in that sort of row, and I've got onions going all along the whole section at the side here. I've got some broad beans, which are doing really well. These are my onions, but they're going into seed. But these are bunching onions, so they will still produce something. But I might save the seeds, or I might not. Depends on my mood. And I've got some peppers inside here. These are some black sweet pepper. Some people call them black beauty. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take for them to make their way, but they're there, and I'm praying to God that nothing affects them, but my blood pressure will be through the roof. This is a bunching onion. I know it looks like a normal one, but this is a lesbian bunching onion. I sow them this year, and look how lovely they come up. That's amazing. Obviously I got my onions along the sides all the way down. Going through, these are some tomatoes. If I told you what variety of tomatoes these are, I'll be lying to you guys. I didn't actually remember the names, but I transplanted them out. It's okay, as long as let me put that back there, because Fox has been in here. As long as they start to produce food, or fruit in this case, I'm happy with that. There's a baby one there, and he's even a little one there, but he will still grow. He still has a lot of time to start developing. Obviously, you know, I am in the watermelon wars. They're coming up nicely. They're starting to sprout. Look at that, it's starting to make its run, and I'm gonna try to let it go all the way through, cover the sides of here and a little section next to my spinach. I'm going to remove soon. I've got a beautiful nasturtium in the corner, one more there. That will help with the pollination. And this is where my disaster cardiac arrest went absolutely madness. This is a sweet potato patch. I'm trying to grow some beautiful sweet potatoes this year with some okra. I've got 3 okra plants in here that's just literally hanging by its little necks, but Mr. Fox is scratching them up. It's a disaster. It really is a disaster when I think about it. I don't know, guys, is it me, or the foxes really want me to commit a lot of problems with me and them this year? They've just literally dug up. One is missing, by the way. I planted 3. I've got 2. I only can see 2. I literally only can see 2. My sweet potatoes are hanging in there, starting to make a run for it. But the blood pressure, my blood pressure is going through the roof. I really was hoping to have a lot of okra this year, but it looks like it's not gonna make it. A beautiful marigold there. There's another marigold there for pollination. A lovely nasturtium on the side here. As you can see, they've been scratching the living daylights out here. Yeah, it's very frustrated and frustrate. I am very frustrated by that. I really want to do something about it, but yeah, within the laws. I actually had something in here, as you can see, and they dug the living daylights out of it. Moving along before my blood pressure goes to the roof. I've got some more snap peas in here. I really think they're going to be coming to the end soon. And look at this beautiful, amazing pumpkin. Look how beautiful it is. It's starting to put on some blossoms. It's starting to put on actually pumpkins already. I did see one earlier underneath one of those beautiful leaves. And once the peas are finished, I'm just gonna let this thing take over the whole thing that the climbing frame that I did earlier. I'm just gonna let it take over that. And underneath, you're not gonna believe this, guys, but underneath all this, I've got a couple of corn growing in there, and I have some ginger. This is some ginger in here. So because ginger like a little bit of shaded area, so it's a lovely idea that I kept it in here. By the way, I didn't actually plant those pumpkin. They're the ones that I buried in the garden bed. Moving along, I've got some onions in here. I had some carrots in here, but foxes scratched them out. I had some beautiful purple. Yeah, you can tell by my voice, I'm very unhappy about this. I really had some Brussels sprouts coming on really nice in here. I don't know if this is one of them still. Oh, there's a piece of onion, but the foxes just annihilated them. But I got a ginger in here as well that's coming up right now. There's a ginger just there, but I was really counting on it to be safe in there. But the fox don't care nothing about what you have or what you have not. They will just take everything and damage everything. And I caged it around. I need to make this taller, by the way. I think that's the only way out. I'm really struggling with them. They really, really are. I got a lovely ginger plant here as well, just that little ginger in the corner. These are some absolutely amazing potatoes. I'm going to remove them, but I got plans for whatever is going here. I got a couple more pots of potatoes right there. And in this bed behind me, I've got some carrots, 1 or 2 carrots in here. I've got a kale, I've got bok choy, but because of the sun, they've been starting to volt, so I just removed the volting section. I might just take it with me home tonight because I think it's gonna become seeded. I got a cabbage in it that's starting to look like it's gonna fold. A little cabbage. I don't really grow much cabbages. My one and only sunflower that's hanging in there for dear life. Got a couple of tomatoes at the back there. These are actually, I labeled these ones. These are cherry, golden cherry ones. Got beautiful nasturtium over here with some snow turnips coming up through. I'm gonna get a few more things in here. So yeah, it's coming along. There is some bumps and humps in the way, but they are frustrating me right now. But the show must go on. I've got some beautiful. These are cauliflower. And they are a sort of the purple variety of cauliflower. They are looking, people call them Romanesco, but they're looking amazing. I've got some kohlrabi right next to it. And this, before I go any further, this is leeks that's gone to seed. I will remove them eventually, but not right now. I got some corn that's looking amazing. These are my first lot of corn that I plant. I plant them in succession, so I would have harvest these first, and the ones over the back that I saw with the whole squash area, they will grow nice. This is from my broke farmer. This is I think Christmas bean or something. He sent them to me, and I had to plant them, and they're doing very well. My cucumber, but this is a white cucumber. 2 white cucumbers. I got a few other cucumbers as I showed you over there. That one that the foxes damaged and decapitated was a brown cucumber, but luckily I think I have 2 more that's doing quite well, and I'm gonna definitely get those in. This is like a herby section. I've got the beautiful Japanese bitter lemon that's doing absolutely amazing. It's put on so much growth. I had it when it was just right there, and this is a beautiful stem that's growing through that. The growth is just magnificent. It's added so much growth over there. I've got lemongrass here in this pot. My amazing kake, Japanese persimmon. It's amazing. I don't know if this is a chili or a sweet pepper. I have no idea. I did not label, and if I did, I forgot. I've got a turmeric, which I've never grown. I've got a turmeric that's coming through here, but this will get transplanted in something bigger. I've got some carrots in here, and the only pepper that I overwintered that's did well is coming back to life, guys. This is the Jamaican Scotch bonnet pepper. It's coming back to life. I've got a pepper in there. I'm not sure if it's a sweet pepper or a cayenne pepper. I was planting that stuff, guys, without remembering where they are. This is obviously my mint, my 3 different variety of mint. I've got a lemon balm over there that's getting pounded by water at the moment. But in this box, I'm gonna cut this lemon balm back because it's really taking over. Take some home and do some teas with it. In this mad box that you see that look like a big afro hanging over to the side with a lot of water on it, I have sage, 2 different types of sage. I've got some mint, not mint, sorry, excuse my language. Forgetting what I put in there. Some thyme and some oregano, lemon balm, as I said, the sage, and there is something else in there, but I can't remember what it is. It is what it is. Just cover everything. These are some beautiful strawberries. Because right now, let me just pull out some bushes out my way. I can't handle that. These are some beautiful strawberries that are coming in right now, but if you don't get them early enough, the bugs do. So let me just grab a few of these while I'm here. These are some beautiful strawberries. Look at that. Coming over here and having some fruit. They are doing well. Let me grab that other one there before Mr. Buggy Uggy comes and take them. And they are actually a strawberry that someone threw away. You're not going to believe this, guys. Someone threw these away, and I took the plants and I stuck them in there. It's like, you know what? Let me just create a strawberry bed, mix with some other things later on. And for me, these are my snacks. These are my food when I'm over here in the garden. Because if I don't bring anything, I can always grab something from there and consume them. Very refreshing, very amazing. Okay, moving on. Ready to be planted out. I have some broccoli, a backup for the other ones. I've got some cauliflower here, and I've got the white variety, and this is the Romanesco. A couple of more, some sort of like a different color one. I think this is the green variety. I can't remember exactly, so it's there. And this is a purple sprout, summer sprout and broccoli. On to the next, I've got some tomatoes which are struggling. I've had a really hard year for the tomatoes, but I've got some that's there. And I replanted some to see if I can get some again. So I got some Tarragarella and some Black Crimea. They're coming up. They're gonna be okay. I really want to get everything in the ground before the end of, really by the end of this month. So like probably next week, beginning of July. I got the lemon variety here from Broke Farmer. He's amazing, and look how they did, my bro. I put them in lemon cucumber. They're on their way, and I'm gonna get them in somewhere so they can grow amazingly. I have a funny little box that I have here. I got a beautiful pumpkin growing here as well, but this pumpkin, I'm just gonna let it go crazy and take over all that bush. Just take over that way. I'm gonna put some other stuff in here as well. And this is chayote. I'm actually building a frame right now. I'm gonna have it connected across the top here so it can grow into this tree and take it over. Why not? And that is it for the tour of 2023 June. I want to show you more, but I'm not gonna show you those, guys. I need to keep a few things for myself and show you later on of the year, and you guys can come and see that. This is your boy, Mr. Green Hands. Don't forget to love yourself, and please don't forget to look after the planet. We just have to. Well, I'm eating my strawberry. Thank you. See you guys soon.